we've got our brows done, then we've got our face framed, and we're ready to go and start with whatever else you want to start with next. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use, let me use my Shy blush. That's what I've got here and what I've got handy. So I'm going to use a little bit of Shy blush. Is this my blush brush? Well, we'll just have to see. I may be using the wrong brush for this, but I'm going to use a little bit of this right here on the apples of my cheeks. And I've got on my foundation and my powder and primer and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just going to do like I always do with that polishing motion. And I'm going to go sweep it right over the bridge of my nose. And I'm going to go right over here and do the same thing. Now, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to use the highlighter. I'm going to use the Canary Diamond on one side. And I'm going to use the, what did I say that was? Rose Sapphire on the other side. So just kind of swirling this in, getting this nice and blended. Then I'm just going to go back and kind of blend it all together with my blending brush. Now there's kids outside playing. I don't know if y'all can hear them, but it sounds kind of cool. Sounds like they're, I don't know if kids even play hopscotch or not anymore, but it kind of sounds like that's what they're doing. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of this Canary Diamond. And I'm going to go right here with it. And I'm going to go right here on this side of my face, right to the middle. I'm going to put a little bit right there, a little bit on this side of my chin. Now, this is definitely shinier than our regular highlighter. It is a definite. That's definite. So if you don't like anything real high shine, you want to use this sparingly. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Rose Sapphire. And I'm going to go right here with it. Now Trixie hears those kids outside and she's going to let them know that she's here. So I'm going to go halfway over and use that right there. Use a little right there on that side of my nose and right down through there and right there. Now, ladies, I do want to tell you this. I use more in here than I do when I'm using this like just on my face, because if I don't, it doesn't show up as well on camera. I use a lot more highlighter and stuff here so that you all can see it good than I do when it's just, you know, when I'm just going out somewhere. So what I do after I do that is I just kind of take my blending brush and I just kind of blend it all together. Just kind of blend it all down a little bit so it's not quite as shiny. Okay, so now we're ready to put our eyes on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the Crystalline, which is, y'all have seen me use this a bunch, this color right here. And let's see, what do I want to do tonight with this? I'm going to put this right here. And you can certainly use your liquid eyeshadow right here. Like if you want to use, you know, the light beam right here rather than that crystalline, you certainly can, and it won't hurt anything. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of that crystalline, same color, and on both sides, I'm going to go right up here at my brow. Just to highlight my brow bone just a little bit. I'm going to do that on this side as well. Okay, so here's what I got so far. I'm going to use a little bit of this Dusty Rose. And I'm going to go over here. Now, Dusty Rose is a matte, and I'm going to apply it on my entire lid. I'm going to go all the way up to the crease. Just put it on my eyelid. Now, y'all, I'm just going to tell you, this look I'm trying tonight, I've never tried this before. I've been playing with this, but this is a new one on me. So if this looks like as my grandmother used to say, this looks like who to thunk it. Then we'll just all go downhill together. So after I've done that, I'm going to take my, what did I say the name of this was? Amethyst. And I'm going to use amethyst right here on the outer edge of my eye, and I'm just going to tap that on. And I'm going to tap this up here close to where that crystalline is. I'm going up with it quite a bit. Now, what I'm showing you tonight is if you don't want to have a shiny eye all over, you can use this just to highlight certain areas. Now, I'm going to go back in with my blending brush, and I'm just going to tap it. So now, there that is, like that. And it's kind of a monochromatic look on this side because I've used the roses, and I've used the dusty rose, and I've used the amethyst. Now, on this side, we're going to get a little bit wilder. I'm going to use, let's use a little bit of, hang on ladies so I can see what I'm doing here. Let's go real smoky with that eye. Let's use some Emerald Noir. And let's just do a bold eye over here. We've got one that's a little more muted, but let's just go bold with this one, and let's use this one and that graphite liquid eyeshadow. Okay, so Emerald Noir is pretty intense, so let's get that on there. I'm going to go in with my blending brush and blend that out. I have found with Emerald Noir, that color, if you just blend it, it takes some of the intensity out of that color. And y'all, I'm sorry. I know that this looks awkward with me trying to hold this thing and do it. I apologize because I forgot that thing. Goodness gracious. I'm trying to hold this, make sure you all can see what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to do basically the same thing on this eye that I just did on this eye. I'm going to use this graphite color, and I'm going to use this on the outer edge of my eye. Now, you can see this is going on quite a bit darker than the Emerald Noir. Okay, now I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to tap that in. I feel like when I'm tapping that I probably should sing a song or something because it takes a few minutes to tap this in, so I won't subject you all to my singing. I could, because I've got this crazy song running through my head. Heaven is a place on earth. I don't know why. For weeks I had that song by Selena Quintanilla, or however you say, Perez. I had Como La Flor on my mind. Now I've got this Heaven is a place on earth on my mind. It's like, it's just running through my brain. I'm like, ah! I guess there's worse songs you can have on your mind. Okay, so here's this eye. And here's this eye. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to take, and I did this last time I used this, I'm going to take a little bit of this dark, and I'm going to put it underneath my eye. And I'm going to use this under my eye as an eyeliner. So that's a lot of that stuff. Hold on a minute, girls. Okay. Okay, so I've used that as my eyeliner. Now on this eye, I'm not going to do that. I am going to line. Now how am I going to do this, y'all? I am going to try to line my eye. Now, I'm going to have to find a way to prop this up. Hold on a minute, y'all. I'm going to go right in underneath here with my water line and just line that eye. Let me get down in here. I can't tell if I've got it lined or not. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a kick there at the end. I'm going to do that on this one too, just a little bit right here. Just kind of join those two, just to kind of give my eye a little bit of a uplift on the corner. And I'm going to actually go in right down here with this on this eye, just to do something, I don't know, something a little bit different. The mirror was rolling right. The mirror was was leaving my control there, ladies. Okay, so I'm going to take my mirror here and I'm going to kind of smudge that just a little bit right there at the corner. And I'm going to smudge this in just a little bit too, right here. Since I can't see if I've gotten that straight or not, I'm just going to smudge it. Just kind of smudge the two together. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do after I have succeeded in not stabbing myself in the eye because I can't see what I'm doing, I'm going to use the Panorama mascara. And I'm just going to apply my mascara. Okay, so now I'm good there. So the next thing I'm going to do, I am going to take my medium nude lip liner and I am going to line my entire lip with this. And I'm going to use the ruby on one side and the sunstone on the other. Let's do this thing. I'm overdrawing just a little bit. Right. I'm going to use the ruby over here on this side. And I think ruby looks really, really good with this medium nude lip liner. Y'all know medium nude is my favorite. It's my favorite lip liner ever. I think the color looks good with just about anything. So on the other side, I'm going to use this sunstone with this medium nude. Now, here's this side. So, you all, let me fluff a little bit, y'all. I don't know what this looks like, but we'll figure it out before the night's over. Okay, so what do you all think? Do you like this side? Or do you like this side? Let me get in here closer so you all can see that. Here's this side. Let me turn my lights fading my face out a little bit. There we go. Okay, this side or this side. Let me put my glasses on so I can see the sides because I have no idea what I look like. I might look like I need to be arrested or something for indecent use of makeup. So here we go. I think with the darker hair, I do think this might be a little bit more flattering with darker hair. If I ever were to get married again, my husband would just have to know I'm budgeting money for makeup. You just have to know this, and you're going to have to be okay with it. So But anyway, here's the two different looks. Now, you can see that this is really easy to mix your powders in with these liquids. And that's what I wanted to show you all tonight, is you don't have to use all liquid. You can use all liquid, you can use all powder, you can mix your liquid with your powder, which is what I really love to do, because if you don't want to wear that real high shine during the day, then mix a little bit of your matte powder with it and it works out just perfectly fine. Now, if you all want, I will say this, if you all want any of these, tell me now, because I have already sold out of this once and I've got some new in, but I'm running low on it again. So if you want any of this, let me know, because I don't know if I can go dip in the pond for a third time. So I hope you all have a good evening. I've been so happy to visit with you all tonight. If you'd like to order anything, I'm going to be monitoring like I always do for a couple of hours. So I hope you all have a good evening. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.